أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي هدانا لإسلام دينا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين لا سيما باقية الله في الأرضين مع صاحب العصر والزمان روح وأرواح العالمين لترب مقدمهم الفدا. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه العزيز بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أفرأيت الذي تولى وأعطى قليلا وأكدى عنده علم الغيب فهو يرى أم لم ينبأ بما في صحف موسى وإبراهيم الذي وفى ألا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى وأن ليس للإنسان إلا ما سعى وأن سعيه سوف يرى صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على Muhammad وآل Muhammad. Respected brothers and sisters and youngsters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank God for giving us this chance and opportunity again after last week Friday to be gathering again on this day of Friday for Juma again. It is a blessing for us to sit, to get this special moment to think about Lord, to think about God and our Creator and our Nourisher, our Sustainer. It is an opportunity that is not offered to anybody, but especially only for those who are blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not by accident that we find ourselves in this gathering. It is by the will of Allah. We thank Allah for this chance and opportunity, inshallah. On this day of Jum'ah, I want us to remind and ponder on few verses of the Quran in chapter 53 of the Quran. Those who have iPhones, you can go and check it at home, chapter 53. Verse 35, inshallah. As today is a day of closing of schools. Today in South Africa there is schools closing today, and the children today have gone to school to receive their reports, accompanied by their parents, by their loved ones, to go and receive the reports. What is the message can we draw from this incident of today, inshallah? I want to link it to verse 35 of the Quran, verse 35 of Surah Al-Najm. Inshallah, the discussion of today is found in this Surah Al-Najm, chapter 53 of the Quran, verse from 33 up to 35, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَفَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي تَوَلَّى وَأَعْطَى قَلِيلًا وَأَكْدَى. Have you seen the one who have turned his back? وَأَعْطَى قَلِيلًا وَأَكْدَى. And he gave little and then he withheld. In this verse, it is mentioned by Mufassirin, the translator of the Quran, that a man was once giving charity to those needy in the path of God, for the sake of God, helping the needy. And another man came and counseled him and said, look, if you keep giving in the path of God, if you keep giving, you are going to be poor. You are going to finish all your money and then you will be bankrupt. Someone gave him an advice. Do not give to the poor. Rather save that money for yourself. Because if you keep giving, you will become poor. Then Quran is mocking this man, then who acted on instruction, on advice, and he gave little to the poor and then he withheld. He was no longer giving to the poor. Then every time he was questioned, give to the poor, to the needy, he said, no, I don't want to give for the fear of being poor, for the fear of being bankrupt. So he doesn't want to give any longer. He say, I have given enough, so I don't want to keep giving. So Quran says, وَآتَ قَلِيلًا وَأَكْدَى. Then he gave small and he became so stingy. He became so hard like a rock where you cannot give a cent for the poor, for the needy, for a brother who is in need. أَعِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ الْغَيْبِ فَهُوَ يَرَى. Then God questioned this man. Does he have the knowledge of unseen? Does he have the knowledge of tomorrow? That tomorrow he will be poor if he gives in the path of God. How does he assess? How does he reach to his assessment that if he gives the 10 rand, the 20 rand, the food to the needy, that he will become poor? Only God knows what is tomorrow holding for us. All of us today we might be working, we might be rich, and tomorrow we wake up poor. All of us we might be poor and tomorrow we wake up rich. So who only God knows the knowledge of tomorrow. He's the one who has the knowledge of tomorrow. Therefore, no one has to work to be fearing the future and withholding to give or to partake in the charity or in assisting the other brothers for the fear of the future, because only God knows the future. أَمْ لَمْ يُنَبَّأُ بِمَا فِي صُحُفِ مُوسَى. Or was this man not told about what is written in the books of Moses? Was this man not told about what was written in the books of Moses? وَإِبْرَاهِيمَ الَّذِي وَفَّى. Is he not aware of the knowledge of Abraham, Prophet Abraham, and the teaching that he gave Abraham and Moses? أَلَّا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. The main message that the message that was written in the Torah of Moses and in the Suhuf of Abraham was that أَلَّا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. That no one will carry the burden of another person. Every man will stand for himself in front of God. Nobody will be punished for the sin of his father, for the sin of his parents. Everyone is held responsible and everyone carries his own weight. So according to Islam, no one can be held accountable for the sin of his father. No one is born with a sin of original sin. Like in some of Christianity, they believe that you are born with a sin. Because our grandfather Adam committed adultery or something, or ate an apple, whatever they call it, and then you are born with a sin. According to Islam and what is written in the book of Moses and Abraham is that no one carries the sin of another person. A sin is not biologically inherited. A sin is not transmitted through the chromosomes. A sin is something that is unique and it is on an individual. أَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. Number one, that no one will carry his own other luggage. This message, and the following verse that I want to bring to attention to the children and everyone here is that says, وَأَنْ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. And that nobody will receive or will harvest except that which he plowed, except that which you worked for. That's what you will get. وَأَنْ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانُ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. No child will get 100% in mathematics except the child who has studied. No one will get that except the one who has worked for it. So it works for all of us. Today it is a day of reports. Only those children who have studied hard have received their pass, and those who did not study well, they have received failures. This day is like a day of judgment. On the day of judgment, when we present in front of God, God will then give us the pass or a failure. There is no way you can change. It's only that day when you will receive that which you reaped for. In this life also is the same. Only those who work hard will receive the results of their hard work. وَأَنْ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانُ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. The Quran and Islam brings us to attention of the importance of working hard. Working hard for those dreams that we have. Working hard for those results that we want to see in our future, for the changes that we need in our life, for the changes that we need in our future. Islam teaches us to do what? To work extremely hard. Mubarak and other children, if you want to pass at school, you must do your assignments. Then most. Sanseri dira assignment charona, sanseri baale for lohono who pass. You cannot rely only on prayers. You cannot say, tomorrow I have an examination, let me pray to God so that He can help me to pass. Like elders also, we also cannot rely on prayers to change our life. We need to work extremely hard, enhancing our prayers, but also working hard towards that which we want to be seen as a change. So Quran says, Allah cannot change, God cannot change our situation until we change our own mindset. Our problems are within our minds. Our troubles are within our minds. Our mindset is the one that can say, I want to change to this level. I want to achieve a certain level in my life. By next year, I want to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to put them down. And you have to work slowly, harder for each and every deliverable you want to see as a change in your life. So inshallah, Quran teaches us this verse of the Quran, وَأَنَّ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانُ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. And that which the results of your effort, you will definitely receive. Quran emphasizes on this point. The results of your effort, you will definitely receive them. Nobody has tried hard to get to a result and has failed. This world is open. The processes are open. The laws of nature apply. Anyone who applies the laws of nature will achieve a result. If you strive to boil water to 80 degrees, no amount of balois will stop you. If you put the water on the stove and light a stove, you have bought your electricity, you have made sure your stove works, and you put it on 90 degrees, it has to boil to 90 degrees. That water will boil. This is a nature law. The water boils. No amount of witchcraft will stop that water from boiling if you have worked hard. However, if you have a defaulted electricity, you didn't work on it, you have not done some checkups and then you put on the water and the stove doesn't light, you'll say that they are witching you. Just now I put my water on the stove. I put down the switch, but I put it half. I've waited for the pot to boil for almost 30 minutes. Then I realized I didn't switch it to the extreme. I was going to think someone is witching me because I did not check all my checkups. So I'm saying, وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. Everyone who strives for some results will achieve results. If you put all your checks in points, if you make sure you do your right thing, you will achieve the results of that which you want to achieve. In Islam, we believe in the laws of nature. God has created natures. And God has put us in the category of nature. So we need to abide to the laws of nature. There is no shortcut. In Islam, we are not encouraged to believe in superstitions and to believe in shortcuts. If someone prays for this money will triple in a second. We don't want to believe in those things. We need to believe in entrepreneurship skills. We need to work hard to achieve, to reach to those monies we want to achieve. We don't believe in shortcuts. So inshallah, let us work hard for the results that we want to see. The children who want to pass, to matric, to become important people in the society, to become lawyers, the doctors, the professors. Guys, you need to work very hard. You need, Mubarak, all the guys, you need to work very hard, to study hard, to pass well so that you can reach matric. The parents also, the fathers, the youth, we need to work very hard to reach to the. We must have plans, A, B, and C. While you are sitting, you are working on one project, you must have another project in the mind. If you want to achieve, you cannot change results if you keep doing the same process. I cannot repeat the same process and expecting different results towards the end. If I want to achieve the results, I must change processes. Therefore, today, if I'm employed and I'm earning, let's say 10,000, for example, a month, for example, and I want to be a millionaire in 1 year, I cannot keep going to work and coming and sleep, going to work and expect to have 10 million at the end of the year. I will still be a poor once the end of the. Therefore, I have to work extra hours at night when I'm knocking off to try and see if I can apply different processes that will result into the deliverables that I want to see in the change. So Quran teaches us that no one will achieve except that which he has worked hard for, and everyone who has put an effort, who have worked hard for the result, will definitely receive the results. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the mindset to try and change our life, inshallah, and God will help you if you only have done an effort. Inna alladhina jahadu fina anahdiyanahum subulana. Only those who have tried hard towards the path of God, towards the path of changing positively their life, then God will meet them halfway. They will see the results, inshallah. We ask God to intervene in our affairs and guide us into the right path, inshallah. Our brothers and sisters, I advise you and advise myself to fear Allah and to be cautious of God in all our life, 24/7, as only those who are cautious of God will be successful in their life in the hereafter, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلى الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. بارك الله لي ولكم بالقرآن الكريم ونفعني وإياكم بذكر الله. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين إنه هو غفور رحيم. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. الله